Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers claim that Giovanni Gio Palmieri has been wandering aimlessly with his violin for a while now. Many GH fans have been wondering when Gio is going to receive an actual storyline, but it's finally about to get launched. Although Harrison Chase thinks he'll be part of Brooke Lynn Quartermain's first pregnancy, she's certainly had a baby before. It was written all over Brooke Lynn's face as Chase described them doing this for the first time together. Gio also bonded with Brooke Lynn in the kitchen back in September and commented on how she sounded precisely like his mom. The show's been putting up evidence that Gio is Brooke Lynn's biological kid, but they're both in the dark on that so far. Meanwhile, Lois Cerullo has been hovering over Gio continuously since he showed up and clearly has a unique bond to him. Every time Lois talks about Joe's history and deceased parents, she seems to be hiding information. Plus, Lois grew uneasy when Olivia Quartermain was talking about Lois getting her first grandchild. It's simple to tell that Gio is Lois' grandchild, and based on a new suggestion, he must be Olivia's grandson, too. There had already been discussion on social media regarding Dante Falconeri possibly being Joe's biological father. Now we've very much obtained paternity confirmation thanks to Dante's recent talk with Cody Bell. In the December 4th episode, it was revealed that Dante had a fling with Brooke Lynn at camp when they were younger. It sounds like Brooke Lynn had a surprise pregnancy as a result of that relationship and gave the kid up for adoption without Dante's knowledge. Lois most likely managed the adoption and told Brooke Lynn that the baby went to a good household. Brooke Lynn must have never figured out that Gio is actually her biological child. Of course, Lois was undoubtedly in a hard place once Gio became an orphan again. Although Lois didn't want to blow up lives or damage Joe's image of the parent who raised him, she sure felt bound to keep him near and ultimately got Sonny Corinthos to pay for his musical instruction. However, Lois' cover-up can only last so long, especially in the soap industry. It's just a matter of time until the truth comes out about Dante and Brooke Lynn being biological parents. General Hospital spoilers suggest some surprising news is looming for Gio, Brooke Lynn and Dante, so remain with us for updates on all the boiling drama and predictions on their odd familial unit. General Hospital spoilers predict that the Quartermains will embrace the holiday spirit, or at least attempt to, during the week of December 9th to 13th. A Christmas party is coming up that'll undoubtedly be held at the Quartermain home, but that could set the scenario for Drew Quartermain's secrets to spill. Of all, this holiday gathering may start off on a good enough tone. There'll undoubtedly be some Christmas delicacies and holiday apparel, but it won't take long for all the customary Quartermain family friction to come up. Drew will seek Nina Reeves' help right before this party gets underway, so that could suck her into the disaster that's building. Nina might be on hand for this bash and get involved in all the commotion. We know Curtis Ashford will confess something ahead of this get-together, so Drew may find out that Michael Corinthos has been planning against him. That might cause some controversy and test Michael's buttons, so will he finally blurt out that he knows Drew slept with Willow Corinthos? Regardless, Tracy Quartermain seems set to do what Tracy does best and stir the pot. Some type of gaffe is building, so Tracy could say anything that informs everyone about Drew's connections with Nina. After all, Tracy watched the footage of Cody Bell decking Drew at the bar, so she also heard Cody rave about Drew kissing Willow Corinthos while he was banging her mom. Nina has been hoping to keep her own heated experiences with Drew under wraps, but that news has to emerge sooner or later. The Quartermain Christmas party sounds like a fantastic venue for that to happen. Whatever the case, Drew's going to find in a sticky place once his secrets start to flow, so that could lead to troubles for Nina and Willow as well. Our GH predictions point to the Quartermain Christmas festivities turning into a massive catastrophe, so we'll bring you updates on all the wacky consequences to come. General Hospital spoilers indicate there's never a boring time on the Quartermain property, and the impending holiday gala should prove it. The epiphany hit like a lightning bolt on a stormy night, unraveling years of secrets, falsehoods, and half-truths. For Brooke Lynn Quartermain, her life was already a tricky balancing act between her family's high expectations and her own ambitions. For Dante Falconeri, duty and loyalty had always defined him. Neither could have anticipated that a long-forgotten chapter from their past would resurface to change everything they thought they knew. It all began with a surprise reconnection at a charity event presented at the Metro Court. Brooklyn and Dante caught paths with a young boy named Gio, a foster child with huge brown eyes and a mischievous smile that appeared oddly similar. Olivia Falconeri, ever the nurturer, had taken a special interest in the kid and spoke strongly about finding him a permanent home. Brooklyn felt a stab of empathy for the child, but something deeper surged inside her when their eyes connected. Unbeknownst to Dante and Brooklyn, the child they were both captivated to wasn't a stranger at all. Gio was theirs, conceived during a transient but intense summer romance years ago when they were camp counselors. At the time, their relationship had been passionate but short-lived, and life had dragged them in opposite paths. Brooklyn had realized she was pregnant weeks after the romance ended but, afraid and unprepared for parenting, decided to keep the pregnancy a secret. With the help of a trusted friend, she arranged a private adoption, assuring the baby would go to a loving family. But fate had other intentions. The adoptive family experienced unforeseen circumstances, and Gio wounded himself in the foster system. His dossier, stamped with confidentiality provisions and deleted information, made it practically difficult to trace his origins. Yet, somehow, the cosmos had conspired to bring him back into their lives. Brooklyn's secret began to unravel when Joe's social worker, Valerie, reached out to her for a completely different concern regarding the Quartermaine Foundation. During their talk, Valerie let in a detail about Joe's birth, a fact only Brooklyn would remember. Panic crept in when the truth hit. Her kid was here, in the same city, accidentally crossing paths with both his parents. Unable to keep the truth to herself, Brooklyn confessed in Maxie, her best friend and confidant. "I don't know what to do," Brooklyn acknowledged, pacing the room. "Dante doesn't know. No one knows. I believed I was doing the right thing back then, but now it feels like everything is falling apart." Maxie, torn between supporting her friend and the ethical ramifications of keeping such a big secret, persuaded Brooklyn to come clean. "Dante deserves to know, Brooke. This isn't just about you anymore, it's about Gio. He has a right to know his parents." The tipping moment came during a Quartermaine family dinner when Gio had been invited as part of Olivia's outreach efforts. Amid the fun and bustle characteristic of a Quartermaine gathering, Ned made an offhand comment about Brooklyn's wild earlier years, noting her time as a camp counselor. Dante paused, his mind going back to that wonderful summer. Later that night, Brooklyn found herself standing outside Dante's apartment, pulse hammering as she prepared to tell him the truth. She was halfway through rehearsing her confession when Dante opened the door, his expression a mix of perplexity and concern. "Brooke, what's going on?" he asked, stepping aside to let her in. She took a long breath, her voice wavering. "Dante, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Gio." The words spilled out in a rush, how she had discovered her pregnancy, her decision to give the baby up for adoption, and her revelation that Gio was their son. Dante's initial emotion was bewilderment, followed by rage. "You kept this from me? All these years, Brooke? I thought I was doing what was best for him, for both of us," she begged. "I wasn't ready, and I didn't want to derail your life. But now, I don't know what to do." As the shock passed, Dante's fury gave way to a tremendous sense of duty. "We need to do right by him," he stated forcefully. "He deserves to know the truth." The route forward was far from apparent. Brooklyn and Dante faced the enormous task of navigating their own tangled sentiments while working out how to introduce themselves to Gio as his parents. Would Gio embrace them, or would the years of secrecy build an insurmountable barrier? Ava didn't force Christina out a window. The fake fell over a duffel bag and tragically lost the child she meant to steal from her sister and said infant's biological father. Listening to her drone on for months about my baby after she nearly pushed Molly and TJ to make her a surrogate has been as excruciating for us as it has been for poor Molly and TJ. Christina is one of those people who understands deep down in their soul that they screwed up but will double and triple down till the end of their days rather than confess it. No mea culpas for Christina, right? Either everyone sees things her way, or they are persona non grata for Christina. Christina was annoying enough when she begged and pleaded to become pregnant. Now, the character has essentially been damaged, and we are not at all amused. If she is going to enter her mafia vengeance age, we are not here for it. Can't she just go back to bartending and be quiet? At least her fall out the window and into the pool brought us a present. Can we keep Rick Hurst until the end of time and make Rick and Ava the stylish and angry power couple of Port Charles who take no prisoners and keep us fascinated for the rest of our soap-watching days? Yes? No? Maybe? Please and thank you? Molly and TJ broke up this week. Who couldn't see that coming from a mile away for months? While the scenes were tragic, the results were necessary. Molly and TJ have never been with anyone but each other, which made them pretty uninteresting characters for a very long time. In fact, they were peripheral characters for years, but soon we will get to see them have lives outside of each other, and we can't wait. We already know that Molly and TJ have chemistry with others. We were interested by TJ's bond with Willow that went nowhere fast. And Molly? Put her with Isaiah or Dex. Either one will do, and Molly is far more acceptable for Dex than Jocelyn, who still looks like she can be his baby sister and not his girlfriend. Please never let Anna kiss Jason again, GH. Have her bring Valentine home and kiss him. She should never kiss a man her daughter kissed, cause that's as you as Drew and in Willow. But Anna, this is your fault. You sent Valentine away. You had him take Charlotte. And you best find him on your own. Leave Jason alone to be a father to his son rather than rushing about attempting to bring Lulu back, her daughter. Anna is a grown woman and can manage these things. Why does she now call Jason with every small problem she encounters? We want Valentine home so he and Anna may enjoy a few nice cries together before retiring to the bedroom. Can we put that on our Christmas wish list? Till next week, when the Quartermaines celebrate Christmas early because they evidently neglected to celebrate Thanksgiving. Pizza instead of ham? Ava Jerome was found not guilty. Christina Corinthos Davis utterly blacked out following the decision and started straight ahead. Christina was in a fugue while Sonny Corinthos and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, kept reaching out to her. Christina had to realize that her legal battle against Ava was ended once she at last returned to reality. Clearly unhappy about Ava getting off the hook, Molly Lansing Davis went to catch up with TJ Ashford. TJ thought Molly was happy with the result, hence Christina overheard and pressed her sister for more information. Molly said she now thought it was an accident, hence Ava or Christina had no responsibility for the window fall. After Molly apologized for the harsh words she spoke at the baby's cemetery, she said she just wanted to find peace and move on. Christina was outraged, but Molly was fatigued after everything she'd gone through and all the losses she'd faced. Ava and Sonny argued back in the courts over whether she could see Avery Corinthos, then Rick Lansing threw some threats about the custody dispute. Ava was excited to see Avery once Sonny at last agreed she could visit under supervision tomorrow. As Sonny and Alexis stood nearby, Christina stated Molly was able to focus on peace and moving on because she was never really Adela's mother. Molly insisted they were done and stormed out as Alexis hurried over as she wanted to soothe her. Elizabeth Baldwin visited Lucas Jones about Lulu Spencer's coma waking and the inquiry into Sam McCall's overdose at GH. Elsewhere, Stella Henry gave Brad Cooper some advice on his path to redemption and felt he had to be a better person for himself, not just Lucas. Later, Brad overheard that Lucas was traveling to a special medical symposium in Miami, so he made a case to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, about why he should go, too. Portia claimed the symposium was only for doctors and shut Brad down quite aggressively as she knew he merely wanted to be close to Lucas. However, Stella saw the exchange nearby and ultimately informed Portia it was a mistake to exhibit her dislike toward Brad. As GH's co-chief of staff, Portia wanted to show she could be impartial to all her employees. Brad had done a wonderful job in the lab since he came back to the hospital, but Portia ultimately had a change of heart. Meanwhile, Brad wondered whether he'd use the changed findings he'd been blackmailing Portia with. Although Brad started to put the proof in the shredder, he searched the impending temps in Miami and was torn. Portia eventually came along and let Brad know his work had been exceptional lately. Plus, Brad had made some fair reasons about why his symposium attendance would be useful to his job. In the end, Portia decided that Brad could attend after all, so he was happy once he got updates on the news. Next, Lucas spotted TJ in the break room and discovered the verdict didn't go his way today. General Hospital spoilers warn that Cyrus Renault may not be done targeting Lulu Spencer. We can't forget that someone powered down Lulu's ventilator at GH, therefore that was most likely Cyrus' attempt to eliminate his niece. As for Sam McCall's Digitalis overdose, it looks like Cyrus was to fault for it, too. There's been social media conjecture that maybe Cyrus was trying to get Sam out of the way so that Lulu could reclaim her relationship with Dante Falconeri, but perhaps he had quite other intentions. What if Cyrus was punishing Sam for saving Lulu's life? Cyrus clearly had nefarious intentions when it came to his plans for Lulu's transfer to a South Carolina facility, so it doesn't feel like he wanted her to awaken at all. There's a fair likelihood that if Lulu had remained asleep and the transfer had truly happened, she would have finished up murdered on Cyrus' instructions. The show contained a flashback featuring Cyrus and Lulu's prior enmity, so that may come back into play now. Cyrus before may have felt it was the natural order of things for Lulu to die away, but now past grudges could drive his lethal wishes. GH supporters know Cyrus likes to put on a reformed act and make people think he's not the same dangerous man he used to be. Lulu evidently still perceives Cyrus as a monster, and now that she's out of her coma, Laura Collins has revealed that she's pursuing a restraining order. Any progress that Cyrus believed he'd made with Laura is gone, so he may blame Lulu for that. In other words, Cyrus may have grounds to keep targeting Lulu in the future weeks. It's easy to envision Cyrus fiddling with Lulu's anti-rejection medicines following her liver transplant or even causing a vehicle crash in hopes of taking her out. Laura's restraining order may not be able to stop Cyrus' next fatal attempt on Lulu, especially since he's undoubtedly got disciples or other minions who can help him. Based on our predictions, Cyrus will prove he's just as deadly as he's always been. General Hospital spoilers suggest Cyrus will undoubtedly cause more turmoil, so stay tuned for updates on any major news pertaining to this baddie. Soaps.com has the new General Hospital spoilers from Monday, December 9th to Friday, December 13th. Nina doles out a warning, Curtis makes a confession, and things heat up at the Quartermaine Christmas party. Moreover, Joss receives what we believe will be extremely awful news. Read on for that and more drama that's destined to erupt in Port Charles. General Hospital spoilers week of December 9th. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, December 9th. Fans who've always liked Lucky and Liz won't want to miss today's episode, as the duo find themselves going down memory lane. Dex is in for a very special, if somewhat early, holiday treat. Ava's verdict has left Christina reeling, but her dad is ready to make an offer which could cheer her up. Molly needs a little time to evaluate the proposal her mom has put on the table. Someone swings by to pay Laura a visit. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, December 10th. Carly did what she had to do. Yet something tells us a ticked Brennan isn't going to view things that way. Nina's got a word of warning for someone. When Curtis tests Drew, will Jason's brother pass with flying colors or go down in flames? Kai is set to earn some points with Trina. Maxie gets an update from Sasha, who's had a lot to think of late. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, December 11th. We enjoy seeing Anna in kick-butt mode, so we feel sorry for the person she's about to interrogate. What's got Curtis making a confession, and to whom? Drew should just keep far away from Nina at this point, but instead, he's asking her for a helping hand. Will Dex's remarks be able to reassure a frightened Jocelyn? Did Jordan have a hand in the excellent news that Isaiah is about to share with her? General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, December 12th. It wouldn't be a soap opera party, let alone one hosted by the Quartermaines, if things didn't move from merry to tense quicker than you can say happy holidays. Ava and Rick are in for a really unpleasant surprise. What do Sunny and Natalia have to celebrate, and how will they choose to do so? Christina's putting her mind to an issue. Oh dear. Sounds as if Tracy is going to put her foot in her mouth. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, December 13th. Try as she might, Elizabeth simply can't wrap her head around a quandary. Is Trina searching out Kai to praise him or take him to task? Drew's got some explaining to do. Jocelyn gets the kind of news that is guaranteed to transform the young woman's life. Meanwhile, Mom Carly is trying everything she can to run interference. General Hospital teasers hint that Jack Brennan and Carly Spencer have been increasingly flirtatious over the course of this past year. Not long after they first met, Brennan seemingly planned to kidnap Carly once she knew he was a violent WSB agent. Brennan also had ties to the Pikeman Group, an illegal arms-dealing organization. Brennan was arrested and spent the better of the year in prison. Brennan has assisted Carly multiple times over the past year. He was the one who made sure the FBI had no evidence against Carly so she couldn't be prosecuted for racketeering. He also helped bring Lucky Spencer home when his sister, Lulu Spencer, required a liver transplant. Over the course of time, the two of them have become, at the very least, excellent friends. That's one reason why Carly didn't want to plant a bug in Brennan's office, although she eventually agreed, hoping to prove that Brennan had no knowledge where Valentine Cassadine was hiding. GH spoilers, Colette Moreau doesn't want Jack Brennan involved with Carly Spencer. One individual who doesn't seem to have any use for Carly is Brennan's second-in-command at the Port Charles WSB field office, Colette Moreau. Colette feels that Carly is a distraction that Brennan doesn't need and that she's encouraged Brennan to do things a WSB agent shouldn't be doing. Colette's concerns regarding Carly may be confirmed true, especially as Colette discovers the bug Carly installed in Brennan's office. General Hospital spoilers, Colette Moreau may decide to eliminate Carly Spencer. Colette may find the flaw herself without alerting Brennan. She already believes that Brennan has blinders on when it comes to Carly, thus she may take matter into her own hands. It's easy to envisage a scenario where Colette opted to remove Carly from the equation once and for all. She realizes she can't trust Brennan to take care of Carly himself, as he plainly has affections for her. That could inspire Colette to devise a fatal plan to remove Carly once and for all. What do you think? Do you enjoy Brennan and Carly's friendship? Will Colette uncover the bug Carly placed in Brennan's office? Could Colette decide to remove Carly as a danger once and for all? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital, airing weekdays on ABC. Ava may be off the hook with the legal system, but it seems her problems are far from ended. She and Rick are in for an unpleasant surprise as her adversaries conspire to strike back at her. Will she wind up losing Avery in the long run? Things are slipping out of hand for Drew. It gets so terrible that he has to bring Nina in for aid, and the mayhem at the Quartermaine Christmas party might not help. And Joss' holidays are not going the way she expected at all. General Hospital spoilers, Monday, December 9th, Liz and Lucky become sentimental. Laura receives a visitor. Dex receives a holiday treat. Sonny makes Christina an offer. Molly examines Alexis's suggestion. General Hospital spoilers, Tuesday, December 10th. Brennan confronts Carly. Nina issues a warning. Curtis tests Drew. Kai shocks Trina. Sasha updates Maxie. General Hospital spoilers, Wednesday, December 11th. Anna conducts an interrogation. Curtis makes a confession. Drew begs Nina's assistance. Dex reassures Joss. Isaiah shares excellent news with Jordan. General Hospital spoilers, Thursday, December 12th, tensions rise during the Quartermaine Christmas party. Ava and Rick get an unwanted discovery. Christina brainstorms. Sonny and Natalia celebrate. Tracy makes a faux pas. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Thursday, December 3rd tease frightening warnings and uncles advise and surprising facts. Jordan Ashford provides worrying warnings, Curtis Ashford and uncles advise, and Carly Spencer learns some disturbing revelations. General Hospital spoilers, worrying warnings. Isaiah Gannon has some vital news to share with Jordan, perhaps disclosing that he's been offered a position at GH. However, Jordan seems apprehensive and shares her reservations about him signing the contract. Her suspicion may originate from her past experiences and distrust of one of the hospital's co-chiefs. Meanwhile, the investigation into how Digitalis came up in Sam McCall's for bag continues. Jordan might be scared that Portia Robinson could attempt to blame Isaiah for the incident. GH spoilers and uncle's advice. Curtis resumes his chat with his nephew and Jordan's son, TJ Ashford, discussing his choice to terminate things with Molly Lansing Davis. He provides some good insight to TJ, cautioning him against allowing his wrath to restrict him in a way that's hard to escape. Curtis realizes that rash decisions spurred by anger often lead to regret, a lesson he has learned from his own life experiences. He intends to avoid TJ, who was once a stepson to him, from facing any extra grief. General Hospital spoilers, motherly wisdom. While Molly finds herself surrounded by a sea of moving boxes at her mother's apartment, it seems like Alexis Davis is urging her to take a breather. In response, Molly says that if she stops moving, she'll break apart at the seams, and that's not an option for her. It's evident that Molly is imitating Alexis's own prior behavior, immersing herself in work as a distraction from the grief. However, this method simply complicates the task of confronting her emotions. Despite having shed several tears, Molly's tendency to conceal her anguish under a mountain of tasks just prolongs her battle. GH spoilers, shocking facts? Carly and Anna Devane are deep in conversation, focusing on Jack Brennan. Carly is aware that her cousin Lulu Spencer has regained consciousness, and it's vital to get Charlotte Cassadine back to Port Charles. Anna advises Carly to take a brave move by getting close to Brennan to acquire information. Carly is taken aback when Anna reveals the motivation behind this plot, questioning whether she's insinuating that Jack supported Valentine Cassadine in his escape. General Hospital spoilers, an answer to prayer? At the WSB field office, Jack brightens as he announces, "Looks like the answer to our prayers has just arrived." It seems that Carly has arrived to Jack's office to kick off Anna's plot, and Jason Morgan might not be too far behind. Carly is likely to utilize Jack's affections for her to request his assistance in locating her niece Charlotte, seeking to reunite her with her mother, Lulu. Previously, Jack told Anna that he had no clue where Valentine was, much less the location of his and Lulu's daughter, Charlotte. Can Carly pull any important information from him when others have come up empty? GH spoilers, an offer he can't refuse? It looks that Jason is in conversation with Brennan, presenting him with a deal, unless, of course, Valentine has unexpectedly stepped on the scene. Jason had said to Anna that he would present Valentine with a reason to come back, and now he's extending that opportunity to someone, urging them to grasp it. Given that Jason has been obligated to assist with the FBI for a long and possesses knowledge regarding the Pikeman security group, he certainly has some influence to exploit. Jason realizes the urgency of locating Valentine, or at the absolute least, guaranteeing Charlotte's safe return, as time is running out. Be sure to keep up on everything happening with GH right now. Come return here regularly for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. Christina wanted to make sure that she was recalling the accident the way Natalia did. She wondered if she recalled that wrong, then maybe she was recalling what happened in Ava's hotel room inaccurately too. Natalia and Christina chatted some more until Christina received a phone call with the news. The jury was back with a verdict. General Hospital, the week of December 9th to 13th, 2024. Be sure to tune in to ABC each weekday to watch how it all plays out. Liz and Lucky get nostalgic. Laura receives a guest. Dax gets a holiday treat. Sunny makes Christina an offer. Molly examines Alexis's proposal. Brennan confronts Carly. Nina issues a warning. Curtis tests Drew. Kai surprises Trina. Sasha informs Maxie. Anna conducts an interrogation. Curtis makes a confession. Drew seeks Nina's assistance. Dex reassures Jocelyn. Isaiah delivers good news with Jordan. Tensions rise at the Quartermain Christmas party. Ava and Rick encounter an unwanted surprise. Christina brainstorms. Sunny and Natalia rejoice. Tracy makes a faux pas. Elizabeth is baffled. Trina seeks out Kai. Drew is in the hot seat. Jocelyn gets life-changing news. Carly runs interference. With Christina questioning if she's been recalling what happened in Ava's hotel room wrong the whole time, the judge is set to issue its verdict. Ava and Rick appear in the courtroom with Christina and TJ anxious to learn if she would go to jail for killing the kid that was biologically theirs. Sunny, Alexis, and Molly are there for emotional support, but Molly already knows in her heart that the entire sad affair was an accident. Ava is also due to make a demand on Friday. Does that indicate the jury finds her innocent and she wants an apology? Molly also finds herself pleading with Christina. She may ask her sister to finally accept the reality no matter how hard it is. She slipped and fell and Ava did not force her out the window. While Ava is in court, Trina is holding down the fort at the Jerome Gallery when Kai stops by in a suit. He seems to have offended Trina again and wonders how he can make things up to her. Has Trina finally discovered another boy who wants to treat her like a queen the same way Spencer did? Elizabeth is going about her job as head nurse as if she is not being investigated for negligence that caused Sam's death. She is sure that she did everything she was supposed to when Sam was in her care, but that doesn't guarantee the hospital will be as sure. Liz makes it her job to get to the bottom of what really happened and learn if foul play was involved. Will she find herself in danger if she receives the answer she is seeking for? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.